Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to sift through, stacks of information and pull out those key nuggets of knowledge for you. Today, we're diving into the really compelling journey of Rajni Gill. She's an entrepreneur, consultant, and the CEO of Mint Hospitality Consultancy.
Yeah, this is a fantastic story. It's not just about business success, though. It's really a vibrant narrative about finding your, let's say, true calling, and about building a purpose-driven business, discovering the power of community too, especially in hospitality. So if you've ever felt that pull away from the conventional path, or maybe wondered how curiosity alone can guide you, well, this deep dive is definitely for you.
That's exactly right. Rajni's path, it really wasn't mapped out at all. It sounds like it started more as a leap of faith, right? With an open mind.
Totally, a leap of faith.
And we'll explore how she built this thriving career across such different places, India, the US, Europe. Her story shows how her instinctive creativity and community-first approach, they don't just help businesses, they make hospitality feel alive. So yeah, get ready for some maybe surprising perspectives and some real practical wisdom for your own path.
Okay, so let's unpack this journey. Rajni Gill started out with what seems like a solid background, strong education, conventional 9-to-5 career. Pretty standard stuff, but it seems that wasn't quite hitting the mark for her.
No, it really wasn't. And what's compelling is, despite having that traditional foundation, she talks about feeling deeply disconnected, like a passenger in my own life.
Wow, that's a strong feeling.
It is, and that feeling, that disconnect, it led her to take this, what she calls a pivotal leap of faith, just trusting her curiosity, really, and eagerness to learn. It wasn't some, calculated career change. She actually says, hospitality chose me before I chose it. Hospitality chose me. That's quite a way to put it.
It really speaks to how unexpected paths can open up when you stay open, doesn't it?
It does. And that unexpected choosing, it led her to become CEO of Mint Hospitality Consultancy. That's India's trusted restaurant and food and beverage F&B consulting firm since 2009. That's quite a leap from feeling like a passenger to, leading a major firm.
It really is. And her impact, it's been incredibly wide-ranging over the last 8 years or so, covering these really dynamic regions across India, places like Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Goa, Kolkata, all the way to Assam, Meghalaya, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland.
Wow, that's extensive.
And internationally, too, the USA and Europe. It just shows this amazing ability to, adapt and connect across so many different cultures and markets.
And what seems particularly interesting is how she does this work. It's not just consulting in the dry sense. She brings hospitality alive through storytelling, sensory cocktails, and meaningful connections. Okay, sensory cocktails. Can you tell us a bit more about that? It sounds like more than just a tasty drink.
Oh, absolutely. When she mentions sensory cocktails, it's about engaging all the senses, not just taste. So think about maybe a drink with a unique smell from, say, smoked wood, or a surprising texture from a garnish, or even how it looks telling a story, evoking something.
Okay, so it's immersive.
Exactly. It's about crafting an experience where the cocktail itself is part of a bigger narrative. And this whole approach, it really fits with her belief that the thrill of constant travel, exploring new markets, and building lifelong client relationships, that's not just the job for her. It genuinely gives her a sense of home no matter where I go.
That's a really interesting way to find a sense of home, isn't it? Sort of challenges the idea that home has to be one fixed spot. You mentioned passion earlier. She said it wasn't a dramatic revelation, but emerged quietly. How did that quiet emergence shape her, do you think?
It's interesting, right? Because we often think passion has to be this lightning bolt moment. But for Rajni, it started small. Just a spark of inquisitiveness about creating memorable experiences through food, beverage, and community.
Just a spark.
Yeah. It suggests passion isn't always this big, predefined thing. It can be a curiosity you just nurture, let it grow. She talks about passion being about curiosity and the courage to explore new territories, even when the path isn't clear. And you can see how that mindset, that willingness to step into the unknown, it really underpins Mint Hospitality's reputation for innovative strategies and sensory-driven storytelling.
Right. That quiet drive becomes the guiding force. And it makes me wonder, on such an unpredictable path, what grounds her? What keeps her going when things get, tough?
For her, it's very tangible. She says it's watching an idea come alive, seeing local talent blossom and businesses thrive because of our shared efforts. It's that real positive impact on others. That seems to be what provides the resilience. It's clearly more than just the bottom line.
So the mission at Mint Hospitality, it really does go beyond growth. It's about elevating hospitality standards and, crucially, creating genuine opportunities, especially within local communities. That community-first idea seems so central to her purpose.
It absolutely is. And there's a really concrete example of this commitment, the Great Chefs of the World Facebook page. She co-manages it with her partner, Chef Arun Chanda, and it's become this huge community. I mean, more than 300K members.
300,000. Wow. And what's really striking is you mentioned it's entirely free of charge.
Completely free. Its whole purpose is just to promote talented chefs, bartenders, F&B entrepreneurs from all over the world. It's her way of giving back, strengthening that supportive hospitality network worldwide. It really embodies her belief that true hospitality means lifting others up.
That's powerful, lifting others up.
And that philosophy, it definitely extends to the wisdom she's picked up along the way. She sort of boiled down her experiences into 3 key lessons.
Okay, lessons learned. These sound like they could be useful for anyone, really. What's the first one?
First, she says, follow your unique path, not the one society expects. It's not just about being rebellious. It's more about self-awareness, trusting your own gut, even if it goes against the grain.
That feels liberating. Like you don't need the perfect map right from the start. What's lesson number 2?
Second, it's perfectly fine not to have all the answers. Clarity grows with time. This is so important, I think. Understanding often comes through doing things, not before you start. It encourages you to act instead of, getting stuck waiting for certainty.
Action over paralysis. Got it. And the third piece of wisdom.
And finally, stay open and keep learning. Growth is lifelong. For her, this isn't just about formal courses. It's about keeping that curious, adaptable mindset, especially in a field like hospitality that's always changing. The journey is the learning, essentially.
That makes sense. And speaking of the journey, her definition of success is really insightful too, especially when you think about how society usually defines it. For Rajni, it's about experiencing life fully being present, savoring simple joys, and creating a meaningful impact through your work.
Yeah, it really challenges the usual ways we measure success, doesn't it? It's less about external awards or hitting some financial target. It's much more about that deep internal feeling, being content in your achievements without needing external validation. Success as an internal state, not something given to you.
An internal state. I like that. So what does all this mean for you listening? Maybe you're a student starting out, or maybe you're further along and thinking about a change. Rajni's advice seems pretty clear. Don't pressure yourself to have everything perfectly mapped out.
Exactly. She encourages being open, staying curious, and actually embracing what might look like detours, because she really believes they often lead to the most rewarding opportunities, which, loops right back to her own story of how hospitality chose her, finding richness in the unexpected.
Yeah, those detours. And she also advises you to trust your instincts, embrace experimentation, and give yourself the space to grow. It sounds like cultivating a path that can evolve, rather than trying to stick rigidly to some preset plan.
Precisely. And it's fascinating, isn't it, that this very unpredictability is what she finds so satisfying and exciting about her own journey. Her path, from stepping into hospitality by chance to now leading one of India's really respected consulting firms, it's been anything but straight.
You can tell she thrives on that unpredictability and the growth that comes with it. Just think about the experiences she mentions. Flying alongside Everest, exploring remote Himalayan villages, mentoring restaurant teams, innovating bold cocktail experiences on Goa's beaches. Just incredible variety.
And if you pull back to the bigger picture, it's this rich mix of experiences combined with the connections and friendships built along the way that makes every journey feel like coming home. It's just a remarkable way to find stability and purpose in a career that's always, always moving. What's truly fascinating here is how Rajni Gill basically took uncertainty and turned it into opportunity. And in doing so, she defined success completely on her own terms: internal fulfillment, community impact, not those external markers we usually look for. Her story really drives home that clarity often comes through doing, not just through perfect planning beforehand.
Yeah, absolutely. So what's the takeaway for you? Rajni's journey is a powerful reminder, I think, that sometimes the best opportunities are hiding in those detours, the paths we might initially hesitate to take. It really challenges us to think about how we define success for ourselves and maybe how we can use our own passions to, lift others up, like she does.
Which brings up a really important question for you to consider. How might embracing a bit more unpredictability in your own life? How might that open up new, maybe unexpected paths to fulfillment, both personally and professionally?
Something to think about.
Yep.
Until our next deep dive, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and definitely keep an open mind. you.